Hello, ladies. Hello. Bonnie and Rosie. What age are they, Taylor?
A year, I think.
And so when they're friendly, they're going to, we're going to find a couple of fields near the cottage. Oh.
We'll just sit the top of our head.
And then they'll come up to Rock Cottage when we get that little paddock made, and that'll be their wee outhouse up there then. What a day. Look at that. It's a blue skies. I love it. I didn't even go to the gym today. I'm up watering plants. I'm going to introduce you to Bonnie and Rosie, Taylor's Highland cows. So I'll take you down to see them. They're down at the yard. I'm going to check my plants. I'm going to load the car up because we are building chicken coops today. We are raking out some walls today. We are finishing cleaning the roof today. We're doing many things today. I just need to pack up our lunch. Water my tomatoes, my peppers, and my limes, my lettuce, lettuce, and I might take the sander up and tart up my little bench up there. I do this all the time. I overestimate what I can do in a day. But I'll do nothing if I don't get started. So let's get packed up and up to the cottage. Well, look at that beautiful, clean roof. Finished that last night. Dee came up on his own to do that. What was I doing when he was doing that? I can't remember what I was doing, but anyway, Dee came up on his own. That's terrible. I can't even remember what I was doing last night. Oh, nope, can't remember. Anyway, doesn't that look nice, clean, as opposed to, let me show you around the front, which we will get done this weekend. Excuse me, because then the boom is going back. So, yeah, as opposed to that mossy roof. And I got a new wire brush because I only lost. I don't know how I lost the other one, but we did. So, yeah, what an amazing day. Look at that. What do you think, Pixie? And look at this chestnut tree. Like because of the CCTV, we cut this branches away here, but still really pretty because it's like she's just lifting up her skirt so that we can show a bit of leg. I brought some bunting to put in there as well today. And Archie's already making progress. Great stuff. Right, let's get you on a stand. The handle goes here.
Good old Farmer Haystack is the cleverest of men. He cuts the rasher off a pig and then shouts to a hen. Chick, 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 chicken. lay a little egg for me. Chick, 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 chicken, I want one for my tea. Oh, I haven't had an egg since Easter, and now it's 3:30. So, chick, 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 chicken, lay a little egg for me. Little Winkle woke up after 20 years or more. He found a bird's nest in his beard and shouted out no
That's it.
more. Chick, 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 chicken,
Is the door open?
egg for me. Chick, 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 chicken, I want one for my
Ta-da!
Oh, I haven't had an egg since
And then just that fence.
and now it's
Yeah, just the fence.
Would we move that over first and then do the fence?
Yeah, would you want to have lunch first?
Yeah.
Okay, stop for lunch.
Rising Johnson went with all his sons and shouted to the chickens, if you can't lay hot or bun. Chick, 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 chicken, lay a little egg for me. Chick, 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 chicken, I want one for my tea. Oh, I haven't had an egg since Easter, and now it's 3:30. So, chick, 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 chicken, lay a little egg for me. Dempsey laid a fellow out one evening in the ring, and when the poor chap woke up like an angel, he did sing. Chick, 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 chicken, lay a little egg for me. Chick, 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 chicken, I want one for my tea. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. So, chick, 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 chicken, lay a little E-G-G.
Somebody is loving the
Lay a
chicken.
little egg for me.
You like it? Do you like it? Yeah. Think it's cool? Okay, so we're doing the front of the house. The roof on this side is definitely worse, Dee, isn't it?
Is it?
The roof on this side is worse.
As in shape-wise or?
As in more
Body-wise?
moss.
Oh yeah, yeah. The trees.
There's more trees at this side, and this is north facing, and it's just, yeah, it's just messier. Now, we were asked why we're not power washing this roof, and that's because, again, it's not broke, so I don't want to mess about with too much and then create an issue. I did see somewhere before where they did a power wash. It was too intense. They ended up power washing out some of the mortar mix and creating cracks and leaks where there wasn't one before. And I don't really want it to look like a brand new cement roof. I quite like the patina. So we're just clearing off the moss, giving it a brush, but there's no need to power wash it, I think, anyway. And that's money saved. Hello. Well, back at the cottage today. We weren't over much yesterday. I was over chatting to the Daniel who's going to be doing my lime plastering, just working out schedule for when I need to do things and what we could do first, and etc, etc. So I have a plan for that. But what we're going to do today is Sunday evening, and we've had such a nice weekend, kind of like a weekend off. We were kind of tootling about home. What's going on in the background? The chickens I have had a week in their little safe coop, so we're going to have a go at making them a tunnel so they get out around the garden without being free range. Going to leave it a bit longer before we try that. They don't fancy trying to catch them in the wild. I want to make sure that they absolutely know that that is a return to home spot, you know. And I also need to do a trim. So let's get to it. This has been very good. They've been really, really safe here. And I'm going to get you some fresh water. And we had put a short up on the channel to see if we could get some names for Mr. and Mrs. Chicken. And there's loads of really good names, like really, really good names. But there were two that particularly sat well, and that was Rusty and Rose. Rusty because everything here is a bit rusty, and I think particularly Rose because there's so many roses around the cottage that we're trying to keep. So this is Rusty and Rose. At some point I'm going to paint them a little sign, but I haven't got round to that yet. I will though. I will. Rusty and Rose. Yeah, I think that's pretty good names. Okay, so this is what they had. Existing space, which manufacturer said is good for 3 chickens, 4 small banties. But we eventually want them to roam and come back to here with an automatic gate. So in the interim, while we are waiting, and because we're not here all day, they have a tunnel. Oh, Rusty and Rose, you look so happy. They were straight down the tunnel. And this was the leftover grid that we put our underfloor heating pipes on. And look, they actually, look, they don't mind you being too, near them when they're in the tunnel. And they've got a nice bowl in the end. I want to squash down the side too much because that's going to give them good coverage that they feel safe. Oh, I think that's good. And then we can get you some more and do a tunnel up here. And then if it's not an absolute torture, back here. Isn't that quite cool? And look, there's potential predator, Pixie. They're not one bit scared at all. They're like, whatever. And I'm going to trim my path if I can manage without getting stung. Because it's sunny and therefore illegal to wear trousers.
She's a bright mulatter, way roll and go. She drinks rum and chews tobacco. Spend my money on Sally Brown.
Oh, look at our path. Okay. See, we had a lovely path that went through there. Remember we had a nice short of Archie and the goats skipping through. And then you leave it a week, well, more than a week, and then the nettles. I am going to leave all these nettles for the butterflies this year. But then I need a path. So you can't have everywhere.
I'm bound to leave ya. Way roll and go. Sally Brown, I'll not deceive ya. Spend my money on Sally Brown. Sally Brown, she's a bright mulatter. Way roll and go. She drinks rum and chews tobacco. spend my money on Sally Brown.
And out the other side. Hurrah! We have a path. Oh, look how lovely that is. Now, I know there's a path through nettles and weeds. What you have to imagine is a swishy dress, and this will be a path through flower beds and, you know, roses. We look wistfully over at the chickens. Come along the path through the ferns. Awesome. If you could see any of that past all the foliage.